Thank you for joining me live from the grooming table. I am Amy Lee, certified professional groomer since 2003, but it is absolutely my pleasure to share the secrets of the pet grooming industry with you so you can provide quality care for your beloved pets at home. One of my goals here on this YouTube channel is to bring a new voice to the pet grooming industry, and that is one that includes pet owners as valuable consumers and not just pet groomers. So with so many people seeking valuable knowledge in order to groom their dogs at home, having a place to learn proper dog grooming techniques and receive professional advice on tools, products, and where to get them is essential. That's why I created this YouTube channel for you and your pets. Welcome to Go Groomer on YouTube. And it seems I'm a little out of practice here with my live streaming because I have not done this in 2 weeks. I have missed you guys. Thank you for being here. Look at all of you. I'm so happy to have you here tonight. What is our topic about? It's good. I'm excited about this one. Tonight's topic is how YouTube and dog grooming changed lives. That's a good topic, isn't it? We're going to get discussing things here, guys. 3 years ago, I made the decision to share my professional secrets of the pet grooming industry with the world here on YouTube. 3 years ago, I made that decision. 3 years. In hopes to bridge the gap between pet parents and their dog groomers or groomer. And even better than that, to teach them how to properly brush, bathe, and care for their pet's skin and coat between grooming appointments. In turn, providing quality care for their beloved pets every day, and not just every 6 to 8 weeks during their scheduled grooming sessions with their groomer. So we've been doing such a good job, guys. Yes, there are other professional pet groomers sharing grooming tips on YouTube, but not many are speaking clearly and directly to the needs of the pet parent who is seeking unknown information, unshared advice regarding proper brushing, bathing, and touch-up maintenance for their pets and their dogs at home. It's very important. So I started to show up here for you guys every Monday, right here, live from the grooming table. And so did you. All 90+ thousand of you. That blows my mind. As we built this community of caring pet parents right here on YouTube via Go Groomer, I started to really understand it was not just weekly upkeep that y'all were looking for. Many of you wanted to become your dog's professional pet groomer at home. Wow, what a concept. I never, ever gave that a thought when I started this YouTube channel. But you guys steered this in the direction that it's going and that it has been going. Of course, there are pet parents that would find great joy in grooming their dogs themselves. Through grooming your pet, you not only meet the skin and coat care needs, which encourages a healthier existence for your pet, but the bonding and training that magically happens through grooming sessions with your pet, that outshines everything. At that point, I had a fast-growing audience showing up every week wanting to know more about what tools, products, and equipment are the right choice for them at home to groom their pets. You see, they were already attempting to groom their pets at home. They were attempting these grooming sessions and becoming frustrated and defeated because they just didn't know what they didn't know. It's that simple. But because of you, I quickly started to understand you needed more professional support and guidance when grooming your dog yourself. And I say you and your pet deserve a safe place to build your skills and knowledge of proper pet grooming. And that is what Go Groomer is for both you, for me, and for your pet. And I know a lot of your pets are sitting there right beside you right now watching this live stream. And we're all in it together. We all work for them. We're on their team. We're a team. So is it fair to other professional pet groomers that they and I alike paid thousands of dollars and decades of experience to obtain the info that I share on my YouTube channel? Yes, it is fair, because I'm careful and selective about the methods and techniques I dish out to my subscribers and viewers. I'm very careful about what I share with you. What I mean by that is that I share basic pet grooming tips and knowledge that you find easy to comprehend, as well as simplify the steps to dog grooming, so a very beginner can incorporate safe, quality grooming practices that will produce winning results. I don't share advanced grooming methods with my audience. That's where further education comes into play and is readily available with many different options to those who seek a dog grooming certification level of skill. There are grooming courses out there for that. You can purchase an online dog grooming certification course and spend thousands of dollars to learn an abundance of information. But what about those who really want to gain the ability to safely and effectively give their dog a haircut using proper tools, products, and dog grooming methods? What about those who only want to groom their own dogs and not interested in becoming an all dog breed certified pet groomer? Do they deserve a space in the pet grooming industry? Well, you know what I say to that. Yes, you do. And because of you, I did craft a beginner basic dog grooming mini course tailored only to your needs, focusing only on the basic information needed to safely and effectively give your dog an entry-level haircut. Each lesson in my mini course is carefully bundled to transform your understanding of basic pet grooming, to help end your frustrations and give you the confidence needed to successfully groom your dog yourself. You will master one trim in my mini course that can be applied to any dog breed, and that includes purebred dogs. So, you do not have to follow an expert level of dog grooming recipe to accomplish the pet trim and the blueprint that's laid out for you in my course. It's made for you. And that is what makes my course so unique. You begin your training at the beginning stage. And on that platform, you build your skills from a place that positions you to move forward as your knowledge and dexterity improve. And if you're interested in learning more about my basic dog grooming mini course, it is linked in the description of this video. I've been getting a lot of emails and questions from people saying, is your course still available? It was launched this year, October 18th or 16th, I think. And a lot of people say, is it still available? Of course it is. It's going to be available for a long time until I feel the need to replace it for whatever reason that would be. So you don't have to worry about it not being available. It's there for you guys. It's linked in the description. Go check it out if that's what you would like to do, if you're interested in learning more about basic pet grooming knowledge. The point is, without you, me, and YouTube, all of the above, everything that we just discussed, that I just discussed, would not have come to be. And we have proven that we are better together. I mean, it is awesome. YouTube was our vehicle to raise awareness of what it takes to groom dogs safely and properly. YouTube allows the world to observe. The world. You guys come from all over the world. YouTube allows the world to observe behind-the-scenes pet grooming, giving the perspective of what dog grooming is really all about and what responsibilities lie upon the pet parent as well as the professional pet groomer. YouTube has given us the vehicle to take a peek at that and to get a better understanding. YouTube allowed me to share a space in my daily pet grooming salon to teach caring pet parents how to perform routine skin and coat care at home and upgrade the health of their pet by doing so. YouTube provided that. YouTube has changed many lives, including my own, and I will be forever grateful for that, and to YouTube. So guys, why don't you type in the chat right now how YouTube has changed your life and added value at the same time. Speaking of adding value, I had the privilege to travel over 1,000 miles because of YouTube, because of my success here on YouTube, and film one of our industry's top groomers, Suzanne Grand of Groomers Harness on YouTube. Her channel is linked in the description below, guys. If you don't know who I'm talking about, wake up! Go check her out. Suzanne's channel is growing nicely too because she is finding a community of people that are seeking the information she shares. She is an amazing pet groomer, award-winning pet groomer with more than 40 years of experience, more than 40 years. I not only attended one of the industry's favored dog grooming trade shows, which was Fun in the Sun in Orlando, but I spent an afternoon filming Suzanne grooming a Bedlington Terrier to breed standards, as well as a Maltese Poodle mix and a Bedlington Terrier trim, pet trim, which is very difficult to pull off. The Bedlington trim is very specific, but it also it relies heavily on the Bedlington Terrier's body structure. So many of you I know are anxiously awaiting for me to release those videos, and the first one will be released later this week, guys. So be sure to get comfortable before you press play because it's an hour long and it is packed with amazing grooming techniques and tips. So tonight, I've created a preview for you of what you will learn when that video is launched. And that's the first thing we're going to do tonight. We're going to take a look at my preview video, the content that I filmed when I was with Suzanne Grand of Groomers Harness in Tampa, Florida 2 weeks ago. So let's check it out. That's technology. I have a dog that needs groomed. Layla!
Hey, wet Bedlington.
Look, I'm filming you, filming me. Oh, let's do this.
All right, let's get her dry before she dries out
Okay,
on us.
no doubt.
With the standard of the breed, they're supposed to be higher in the loins, and their back legs are actually supposed to be longer than their front legs. They're supposed to be bent at the pastern. You don't have a barrel chest. So they're supposed to have a deep chest. The underline is not supposed to go past the elbow, and they have a very high tuck up to accentuate where the high point of the back is.
Yeah.
So I shaved this out completely in the tuck up here. You'll see in a little bit. Yeah.
So you'll take that real short.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And a 40 is actually safer than a longer blade when you're doing detail work like this.
Why is that, Suzanne?
Because it cuts so close and the cutting edge is right up to the edge there. It leaves no room for any skin to feed in.
That makes sense. But the thing with a 40 blade is when we use our 40 blades, we really are hard. We're just skimming. We're like no
light.
pressure.
The touch on your clippers is very light. You're not pushing.
No pressure on the blade.
It's like using a pencil.
Yeah. That's a good way to think of it.
You want to be sure it's nice and clean.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
The ears, I don't like to go past the tip of the nose.
Okay.
Otherwise the tassels get too long and they look like poodles.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I just measure it out. And you can't go wrong because whichever length a dog's head is, you know, it's going to be right
It'll
for them.
be balanced.
I'm going to go straight up off the ear. combing the hair back and up. So you don't want this hair any wider than the face itself. Like it's right to the skull.
Come on, babe.
All right, Layla. There's Layla. She did. She is gorgeous.
Oh, she is. Oh, give Dad some love.
Thank you. She looks great. Ready to go to your car ride?
Yes. Nice shears you were using there, Suzanne. What an awesome time we had, guys. I have tons of footage that I'm going through and creating videos from. I'm probably going to end up making about 3 different videos from the footage that I took with Suzanne. It was really good, and I'm carefully going through it to prioritize it into different videos. But I see Suzanne is in the chat. Suzanne, I'm giving you a salute. We are so proud of you and thankful for you, and thankful for you sharing what you share on your YouTube channel. It's fantastic. I love watching you when I have time. I learn something new every time I watch you, Suzanne. And just being able to watch you groom up close inspired me in so many ways too. I came home and tried a lot of your little tips and tricks, and it was just inspiring, and it was enlightening, and I had the best time. But yes, guys, a full video is coming for you this week. I have most of it done. It's going to be a long one. The first video is the Bedlington trim, the actual Bedlington Terrier that Suzanne did in a Bedlington trim. That's the preview we just saw. It's going to be an hour long, so when you push play, make sure you have time to sit and enjoy it. Put it up on the big screen, whatever you want. We're getting up close and personal with Suzanne Grandy, and it is really cool. So I can't wait. Suzanne, thank you. Thank you for letting us into your world, into your grooming shop, and sharing on YouTube with us like you do. It's wonderful. Something else happened today, guys, that some of you may have noticed. I did put out a post out there earlier. As I found out, I just found out today that this happened. I knew it was coming, and I wasn't able to say anything, but it was official today. So Kenshi actually launched a new shear today. It is pretty much identical to the Kenshi Flash, except for the blade is different. And one of the things that's different about the blade is it allows a set of guard combs, snap-on combs, stainless steel snap-on combs to connect to this particular clipper. So that's where it varies from the Kenshi Flash. It is the same as the Kenshi Flash, some slight differences, but it gives you the opportunity to use stainless steel guard combs, which we've been waiting for that for a while. What's nice about the Kenshi Flash 5, it's called, that's the new one, is you can actually use other guard combs from, say, the Wall Bravera on the Kenshi Flash 5. It's universal. It's the first universal clipper, as well as you can use the Kenshi Flash 5 guard combs that right now come with it for $179. So if you want to pre-order it, I think they said they ship it out December 15th. But here, let me let Sammy tell you the details of this clipper. I wanted to share it with you because forever you guys have been asking me, when is Kenshi going to come out, or somebody come out with a clipper that they can attach stainless steel guard combs to, so we have that better stability, better power to get through the coat, and you name it. And before I show you this little intro that Sammy put up, I kind of took it off their website just so I can share it with you. I want to let you know I'm not affiliated at all with the Kenshi Flash clipper or the Kenshi Flash 5 clipper. I do not get any proceeds from it. I tell you guys about it because I like the products. And mine will be coming too. It's pre-ordered. So when I get mine, I will be demonstrating it for you. But until now, let Sammy explain to you a little bit about this clipper.
Hi guys, Sammy Chima here with Kenshi Professional. Today I am super excited to announce our brand new 5-in-1 clipper called the Kenshi Flash 5. So what makes this clipper special and why do you need one? So first of all, we've been asked a lot to come up with the metal combs. So this clipper now offers a full set of metal combs that you can use on this 5-in-1 blade. So guys, this new 5-in-1 Flash 5 clipper is not only loaded with technology, it's also the most beautiful clipper available in the market today. If you look at the designs, we have a black model right here with the tiger design on it. And then we have this beautiful teal color with the really cool sketch of 3 different dogs. So guys, these 2 clippers right here in my hand are limited edition. We're releasing them for 2022, and then in 2023 you will have a new design, so we're gonna keep it fresh. So make sure to get yours while you can. So guys, this Flash 5 offers industry-leading RPM. So it goes up to 7,000 RPM at speed 5. And what that's gonna do is gonna help you cut through thick coats very easily. So this Flash 5, just like the Flash Clipper, have the LCD display. It's gonna show you your battery life. It's gonna also show you a little oil symbol. What that means is when your blades get dirty and has too much hair stuck in it, it's gonna pop up a little oil symbol right here on your LCD screen, letting you know that it's time to clean those blades. So this clipper is very lightweight, only 9.6 ounces with the blade attached. So it's really nice and balanced in your hand. And you also have this more of a rough texture, so it gives you a better grip while you're holding it. So this new Flash 5 offers up to 5 hours of runtime on every single charge. The cool thing about this battery technology is that it does not drain if you leave it alone for a long time. So for example, if you charge it to full 5 hours and let's say you only use 1 hour of it, leave the clipper and come back to it after 3 months, it will still have the rest of the battery life intact. And another cool feature about this is if somehow you drain entire 5 hours of battery, you can use it as a corded clipper. So just attach the cords directly behind the clipper instead of the charging station, and you can use it while it charges. So this clipper also offers automatic voltage conversion. So let's say if you're traveling outside the country, you can take the clipper and you don't need a voltage converter. It will switch from 110 to 220 automatically based on the voltage. Now another cool feature that we added with this new Flash 5, it comes now standard with the USB charger adapter. So you have adapter and you have the USB cord, so you can pretty much charge it anywhere where there's a USB connection available. So guys, these new Flash 5 clippers offer 2 different blade options. So you have a 5-in-1 standard blade and you also have a 5-in-1 detailer blade. The way you adjust the blades are with the little knob that's located on the back of the blade. So this is more of a traditional blade. You could also use this particular blade on several other clippers that you see on the market, and you can also use those blades on the Kenshi Flash 5 clipper. So now it's interchangeable with many other traditional clippers that you see available on the market. So this new Flash 5 offers stay cool technology, meaning no matter how much you use it, the blades are never going to get hot. We have a special carbide coating applied to the ceramic cutter. It's going to cut really clean, last a lot longer than your average blades. Also, we have a special black titanium coating that we put on the stainless steel part. So this clipper blade should last you a lot longer than what you're used to. So just like our Flash clipper, this new Flash 5 is offered with a 1-year manufacturer's defect warranty. So besides normal wear and tear, it's gonna cover your motor, your LCD, anything goes wrong, we stand behind our products and we're gonna make sure that you're taken care of. So guys, make sure to check out Kenshi.com for our Flash 5 launch promotion. What that does is it's gonna not only give you one of these clippers, whether you order a black or a teal one, it will also come with this 8-piece metal comb set absolutely free. So make sure you don't miss out on that. Go order yours now. It's available on KenshiGrooming.com, so check it out. So guys, just like any other Kenshi product, this new Flash 5 clipper is backed by our unconditional 30-day money-back guarantee. We guarantee that you will absolutely love it or your money back.
Yeah, polygraph, to answer your question, what clipper was Suzanne using? Suzanne uses, she has a couple different Shern clippers. I think she has one that's a 4-in-1 that's a lot like the Kenshi Flash. And she has a 5-in-1 Shern the Cool Edge, I believe Suzanne has, which is kind of identical to this clipper I just showed you, the Kenshi Flash 5. The Kenshi Flash 5 right now is $179. I think that is the price. However, right now they're throwing in those guard combs, which is usually about a $45 value. So it is only pre-order right now. It's not even going to be shipped out until December 15th, I think it is. If you go to their website, all the information's there. I think I have that linked in the description below, right underneath my shear link, because my shears are made by Kenshi. So right under that, I'm pretty sure I have a link in the description of this video that takes you to their website to learn more about that clipper. But the deal they're offering right now is for $179. You get the clipper, the standard blade, as well as the whole set of stainless steel guard combs, which is pretty cool. So, oh, Artera Spectra, that's right. Suzanne was using that. And she also has a Shern clipper too. So I also saw Raquel was saying, hey, a lot of people are saying that they're looking for their certificate from my course and they didn't get it. Guys, about once a week I sit down and I make those certificates individually for you and I send them out to you through email. And tonight after the live stream, I plan to sit down for a couple of hours and go through and make up the certificates. It's not an automatic thing that when you when you view all of the lessons, it automatically sends a certificate. I have to make it, so which is kind of cool because then I get to look and see who has actually completed the course, where they're at with the course, and actually enter their name on their certificate, to save it out and send it to them digitally. And then it can be printed out and framed or kept digitally and printed out and framed, whichever you like. So don't sweat it, guys. I tend to at least once a week go through and see who has completed the course and make those certificates and send them out to you via the email address that you use as your login for the course itself. So that's where you will see that. Elsie says it's pronounced Shernbow. It may be. I hear a lot of people pronounce it differently. So I don't know, Just like Shih Tzu and Shih Tzu. That can cause a lot of arguments. So, guys, another thing. Hey, Carrie. Carrie, I am so thankful. Carrie bought me some. I'm getting ready to show you guys my haul from Fun in the Sun, the new products that I bought to try and what I'm thinking of them already. Carrie ended up purchasing a couple things for me because she's real sneaky, but I had so much fun meeting Carrie, and the short time we had to hang out together that day going through the trade show was extremely fun. It felt like hanging out with a sister. It was cool. So good to see you, Carrie. I'm going to show you what I purchased. Now remember, guys, I had to ride home on an airplane. So I could only purchase things that would fit in my suitcase. And I realized once I got to Orlando that my suitcase was quite full already. So I was like, I gotta be real careful what I choose to buy because it has to fit in my suitcase. And I do want to say, David T., our favorite dog dad, super chatted me a little bit ago. I didn't miss that, David. I saw you. I see you. I see you. You are so getting saluted. This is for you, David T. Thank you for showing up and being part of our community every week. We love you. We all are better together. And and I appreciate the support. Thank you very much. I also saw David he was at the show in Orlando, Florida, and we got to run around the trade show together too. It was fun. It was just fun. I love meeting you guys so much. So before I show you what I bought, there's one more thing that I wanted to show you that's brand new product, since we were talking about products. This one is from Groomer's Choice. They make Groomer's Choice specific shampoos and fragrance sprays, and right now they have a brand new holiday scent. They have sugar cookie, and they also have the cranberry champagne. So this is their holiday scents coming up for Christmas and all through the new year. So if you guys are looking for something fun and affordable, I have been using a lot of their this is called their seasonal scents. They're fun, they clean well, and the customers like it because they like this. They always compliment, I wonder what my dog's going to smell like today, you know, because it kind of changes with the seasons. They're only like $25, $26 a gallon, I believe, guys. It's so affordable. Right now I'm just finishing up my pumpkin pie scent, as well as I think it was a vanilla chai latte. So that was the fall scent. And now we're coming into Christmas season, and we got our sugar cookie scent and our cranberry champagne. And it's really cool, really fun, especially if you're a pet groomer, you know, to add those into your arsenal of things to offer your clients during the holiday season. They really appreciate it. Your clients really appreciate those subtle little things that you do. Believe me, they notice when they pick their dog up and it smells like a sugar cookie and it's Christmas time, you know, they're like, oh, that's so cool, you know. It's just neat. So now I want to show you guys, what did I buy at Fun in the Sun, which is the trade show that was in Orlando, Florida, when I went 2 weeks ago. Well, a couple things that I bought. I'll start here. These are things that a lot of you talk about, and I have never used for myself to give an opinion. So I decided to buy a couple of the Artero slicker brushes, flexible slicker brushes. I know Suzanne likes these, and I know many of you do as well, because I've heard you talk about it in the chat and in emails and in comments. So I've been using these for, you know, since I've been home from Florida, here and there. I like them. They are soft. They're very forgiving. They're gentle. I find that I like them best on my more delicate dogs, like my Yorkies and my Maltese, that tend to be a little sensitive to the touch, you know, because they're just kind of petite dogs. And they seem to like these slicker brushes very much. And these slicker brushes are very affordable. I believe they're like $15.99, and this was like $18.99 or something for the wider one. So I'm finding that I like them on the smaller breeds, and the dogs themselves like them. I also found that I like using them after I get the dogs bathed and toweled off out of the tub. You know, I always brush my dogs when they're still damp before I dry them. Again, I brush them before the bath, and I brush them after. I don't prefer to use this before the bath unless it's a specific breed that has a very soft, thin coat. I prefer to use these brushes after the bath when they're on the grooming table and I've toweled them off before I dry them. I do like them. So, and they're very comfortable. They fit in my hand very nicely. So these are some things you're going to see me using periodically and talking about. So that's one thing that fit in my suitcase to come home. Another thing was this I have purchased before, but I needed a new one. And I haven't had one in a while, so now you guys will see me using, this is an Activet. It's not a lait pouche. The lait pouche brushes look identical. This is an Activet Soft Gold, I think it's called. I prefer to use this on, say, poodle coats, doodle coats, cockapoos. This is a little more grabbier of a brush than this guy. This one, and I don't mean it's a mean brush. It's not mean or nasty. It's a nice brush. But what I mean by grabby is, I mean, it gets the job done quick. So sometimes I don't choose to use a grabbier brush if I feel that the coat is very delicate and I want to be careful. You know, it's a very thin, fine coat. I don't want to break the coat. You know, then I might go for that softer, slicker brush or even a pin brush. But I love this brush. Apparently so does my computer. It's my brush. Give it back. Give me my brush. Computer's trying to take my brush. Yeah, so you'll see me using this. This is an Activet soft gold slicker brush. I did purchase one for Suzanne too because when I watch her videos, I hadn't noticed that she uses any Activet brushes. So I thought maybe she'd like to try one. And so when I got there, I was lucky because she said, I don't have any. And I would like to try it. So I got the same brush for Suzanne. So for those of you that watch Suzanne's channel, you probably have seen her using that periodically throughout the last week and a half. So pay attention to her feedback on the brush too, because she does a lot of she does all small breeds under 15 pounds. So you'll see sometimes she doesn't choose to use that brush. So maybe, you know, in the chats, ask her, say, Suzanne, why don't you choose to use it on that coat type? And she'll tell you. So it's always nice to share and learn, and Suzanne is wonderful for sharing. You know that, guys. Sharing and caring. She's a good soul. So another thing that I bought that I fell in love with, and a lot of you I've heard a lot of talk about this product. This is a brush out spray called Banish. It's much like the brush out spray that I recommend to you guys all the time, which is Nature's Specialty Quicker Slicker. I do love Quicker Slicker, but I like this one better, believe it or not. I haven't had a brush out spray. I've tried many over the course of the last year and a half. I haven't found any that I would go back to quickly other than the Quicker Slicker. I'd be like, that's Old Faithful. I know how it performs and I can rely on it. And I would choose to use some of the other brush out sprays and different coats and say, well, I certainly don't like it in this coat. The Quicker Slicker never let me down in any coat type. And I'm finding the same thing with this Banish. And I believe the Banish is a little more affordable than Quicker Slicker. So we may have a new favorite on our hands, guys. If you do decide to try this, this is a leave-in conditioner as well as brush out spray, scissoring spray too. So if you're going to scissor a poodle, he's all fluffed out. You want to mist a little bit of this over the dog and fluff it through with a comb. This will help get the coat to stand out nicely for you and take the static out of the coat so you can scissor it. This is a great product. So as we move along here, anybody who tries any of these products, you know that's what we do is we share with each other our feelings and thoughts. What coat type are we using it on? What condition is the coat in that we're using it on? Is it a matted coat? Is it a shedding coat? I like this on a shedding coat too. And I also like the Quicker Slicker on a shedding coat. I was impressed. I really was. So that is another product that fit in my suitcase and came home with me on the airplane. I was so happy to bring him home. What else did I buy? Well, I also decided I needed a couple, like especially 10 blades and 30 blades. I go through them a lot because I use them under my guard combs when I use guard combs, which I use guard combs a lot. So my 10 and 30 blades, they get used a lot. And also my 10 blades I use in the sanitary area. Or I do often use my Kenshi Flash for that because it adjusts to a 10 blade. So I decided to give the Artero blades a try, guys. I have never in my career tried the Artero blades. So I thought, let's give them a try. A couple things that I noticed, they cut well, so I did like that. But one thing I noticed right away, and I've been using blades, and I can't say much about them right now, but I have been using blades for the majority of this year that are not on the market yet. They are detachable blades, universal, like these, like our Andis, like our Oster, but they are not actually on the market yet. I was using them to test. and I've been very impressed with them. So I can't wait when those blades are finally going to be introduced to us and for sale in the industry, because I will be telling you guys, they're fantastic. They held a sharp edge for a long time. They're quiet. Believe it or not, some blades are noisy. And that's actually what I didn't like about the Artera blade. It was noisy. So far, that's the only thing I can say about it that's bad-ish. It's not terrible, but believe me, sometimes dogs don't enjoy the noise of the blade. This was a loud blade, so I don't know why, but it was. Does it cut good? Yep, it cuts nicely. So as far as performance goes, it's working out pretty good. The Artera blades are actually just a tinge bit more affordable than our Andis or Wall Oster blades, but they're all kind of comparably priced, so you're not going to see much of a savings there. So yeah, you'll see me talking a whole lot more about the Artera blades. I think I got a 30 and a 10 is what I chose to get, which is what I usually use under my guard combs. So, all right, next up. Oh, this is fun. Oh, okay, so this was one of my favorite things that I purchased. You guys, especially you, Elsie, are always telling me, you got to get a curved chunker. Curved blending shear. She's like, Elsie, and a lot of you have tried these and said they're great. There are not many reputable companies right now making a curved blending chunker shear. This particular shear is a Zeleta. That's hard. I had trouble showing you. Which is actually Suzanne uses a lot of Zeleta shears. She's a big fan. This was my first time trying the Zeleta. This particular shear is a 7-inch 26 tooth. So it's 7 inches and it has 26 teeth. And I have been seriously enjoying this shear since I've gotten it home. It's comfortable. It doesn't tire my hand. It's very light. So as time marches on, we're going to see how long does it hold sharpness, because a lot of my Kenshi shears really outshine other brands in that way. They hold a sharp edge for a long, long time. And that has a lot to do with the type of metal that the shear is made of, as well as the type of edge that is honed on the blade. So far, I am loving these shears. So they are made by Zeleta, and you can go to the website, and if you want to check them out and interested, they were $199. So they're not real cheap. I know, Elsie. Cool, right? Elsie, do you have any curved blenders yet? Because there are just not many on the market. So these were affordable, and I was glad to try them because I didn't know, am I going to like a curved blender? Am I going to go for it very often? I do like it. I could go for it all day long, actually. It's working out nice. Yeah, yes, they are. Zeleta is a great company. Evolution Shears just came out with a curved chunker. Elsie said, I knew you said that was coming. She said, I just purchased it and waiting for it. Please let us know what you think of the Evolution curved chunker shear, Elsie, because when we can compare, what is the price, what is the performance. I can tell you right now, this is a great shear. It's very lightweight too, very lightweight. So the one thing that I'm going to be paying attention to is it a soft metal? How long is it going to hold its sharp edge? Because I don't want to be sending my shears out every month or 2 months. I don't have to do that with Kenshi shears. They last a long, long time, months, without needing sharpening. And a lot of my Kenshi shears are either level 1 or level 2. They're not even level 3 metal. So anyway, Kenshi's pretty hard to beat, but that's a matter of preference and opinion. So I get it. Now, another thing that I didn't purchase but got from the show was when I was with my friend Carrie Madden. We were at the Zeleta stand that makes brushes as well. And they make these awesome grooming smocks. I love it. They have nice pockets in them. I should do a video on grooming apparel and why I like different types. I will. These have great pictures on the back. This is a poodle in an English saddle trim, which Suzanne is going to be doing one of her poodles in an English saddle trim very soon. So I'm keeping my eyes out for that on her grooming channel, which is Groomer's Harness, because I love watching those trims that I never get to do or don't see very often. This grooming jacket is fantastic. I got the size medium. Carrie bought this for me. She bought 2 of them for me. The second one I'm wearing, it's the Asian Fusion. Can you guys see it? No, wait. It is so cute. Now this particular one is slightly different. It has pockets like this one, but it is made a little different than this one. You can even see this one. This one here has a label on it, and this guy doesn't. But this one has more of a square neck, where this one I believe has a V neck. Yeah, this one has a V neck. So she has different styles on her website, guys. That's Zeleta. So go check out their stuff. It's really awesome. And Carrie, thank you so much. I've been wearing these ever since I got home from Florida. And I love them better than my Jody Murphy smocks. They're made better too. So just remember, guys, all of our grooming apparel, we never put it in the dryer because it is all made of hair-resistant material, which is going to lead me to the final product that I'm going to share with you that I purchased from the show. So these grooming smocks are made by Zeleta, which is the maker of my new shear, and I am thoroughly impressed. Loving it. Yes. So the last thing that I bought, I often wear just regular stretch pants, leggings in the wintertime underneath my grooming smocks. They do tend to collect hair, which the bad thing about that is the hair can stick in your clothes and actually penetrate through the material and give you a hair splinter. It really does hurt. So it is important if you groom, especially professionally, that you wear grooming clothing, apparel that is made to resist hair and made to kind of whisk the water off, because we do get a lot of splashback when we're washing dogs, and of course they're always shaking when they're in the tub and soaking us. So having the proper grooming wear is important, because we got a long day to work, and if you're wet and uncomfortable or got hairs stabbing you, it doesn't make for a good day. So I ended up getting my first pair of compression pants. And when I say compression pants, that means, and there are a lot of different brands. Even Kenshi makes a pair. They're called Fab Pants. I've never purchased their Fab Pants. I've heard good things about them, but compression pants are supposed to also be beneficial for those who are on their feet a lot and standing, and it kind of encourages your posture to be better because they hold you up tighter. They encourage blood flow, compression pants do, which is a good thing. They also are, whisk the water away. Yes, they can get wet, but they tend to dry out very quickly. And as well as they are hair resistant. That's important. So I decided to try a brand that a lot of you probably are aware of. This brand is called Loyalty. This is Loyalty Pet Products. Let me show you the tag. Oh, don't look at the size. It's size large. And a big, I need a large. Okay, so this is loyaltypetproducts.com. I am loving these. These are a pink pair, and I got a black pair. And these have a little pocket. I could slide, a comb or little tools in there if I wanted to. I'm not a fan of putting tools in my pants pocket. it irritates me just to feel it, you know. So I don't know. If you are, you'll have the option of having these little pockets. These are very comfortable. Now I chose the large. I am kind of right between a medium and a large. It depends on, some things run small and some things run big. If they run big, I tend to go with a medium. I'm usually about a size 8. These are a size 10, 12, and they're actually very comfortable to me. So I don't like things super tight. If you want a real tight, snug fit, you would go with the smaller size. I don't care for that. I don't like things real tight on me. It just annoys me. So I have been using them since I've been home from Orlando, and I really like them. So there again, these smocks and pants can't go in the dryer. They must air dry. It will affect the material big time. So that is my haul from Orlando, only because I couldn't fit anything else in my suitcase. I wanted to try the Banish shampoo and conditioner, so I'm just going to have to order it. But that is something that I'm really looking forward to trying, especially after I tried the spray and I like it so much. I would like to try Banish shampoo and conditioner and let you guys know what I think of that too. Carrie says that she's loving the Grooming Smocks as well. She got 2 of them too. Yeah, they're awesome. Carrie, I think these Zeleta Grooming Smocks are absolutely the favorite, my favorite that I've ever had. I really like them. They're very well made and they're comfortable. And I just like the way they lay on me and they sit on me. They're not uncomfortable in any way. So, and they have really cool pictures on the back. That doesn't hurt. But yes, I am loving them. Let's see here. If anybody has questions, I'm going to dive into those questions. I think a lot of the questions many of you had initially were about the Kenshi Flash versus the Kenshi Flash 5. Can you use the guard combs that come with the Kenshi Flash 5 on the Kenshi Flash? No, you can't. Unfortunately, the blade on the Kenshi Flash is different than the blade on the Kenshi Flash 5. So that is a little disappointing. I get it. But yes, I wanted to clarify that for a lot of you who are asking. The price right now is $179, which is the same price as the Kenshi Flash, unless it's on sale, which I'm sure at different times the Kenshi Flash 5 will go on sale too. Right now their promotion is to give you the the guard comb set, the stainless steel. And that is really one of the main selling features of buying that clipper, is so you have the metal guard combs and you can perform pretty much all your haircuts with that clipper. It's very light and it's powerful. So I'm excited to get my hands on it. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to wait till sometime in December when it's available. But I will be getting mine too, and I will be showing you on many different breeds how it performs. So, you know, if you're on the fence or if you're just curious, just hang in there. You'll see. If you're on the fence, don't sweat it. You may not need to buy it. If you have a detachable blade clipper with guard combs, you have what you need. That is just a lot more comfortable to you and your pet. It's quieter. It doesn't vibrate. They're easier to use for somebody that maybe has a little trouble with their hands. You know, the Kenshi Flash and Flash 5 is easier to use. King of Aliens, what are you doing? Where do fish keep their money? In the riverbank. Also, have a good day. In the riverbank, I get it. You are so getting saluted, King of Aliens. Thank you for that. Thank you for making our day. You're always very lighthearted, and we appreciate it. We're so glad that you're here with us every Monday. I'm glad for all of you to be here every Monday because we're better together. And together, us and YouTube and your pets, we're making a difference. We're changing lives. And that's pretty awesome. And thank you again, King of Aliens. You are so kind. Nora says, YouTube and you, Amy, have changed my life. I hated taking my dogs to the groomer because they never did want what I wanted them to do. So I salute you. Oh, that means, Nora, that I think you have the little Shih Tzu. I think I saw, is that Joshie? I'm pretty sure. I hope I'm not wrong. But anyway, yes, you are doing a fantastic job of grooming your little dog. You've sent me pictures, and I'm very impressed. Okay, and there's some questions about the groomer's harness in there, guys. I love the groomer's harness. And if you're a professional groomer, you should have one in your shop. There's always that dog that's going to come in with a collapsed trachea, or, just by using the groomer's harness, you're preventing the potential of ever damaging a dog's trachea. It's a wonderful product that is made by the groomer's harness, Suzanne Grand. And I think that if you're a home groomer and you struggle to get good behavior with your dog, I think you would find the groomer's harness extremely helpful, along with that additional anchor that, if you need to, will keep them from being able to rear up on you. I find it very helpful. I use it all the time. I love it. Let's see. Simple Days. Raquel, so how's Raquel doing? Boy, we've missed you, girl. It's about time you come in here and hang out with us. All right. What did you say? It skipped around on me. I can't stand it when that happens. Darn it. Raquel. Amy, Simple Days by Design never got her certificate. Okay, I see. Yes, I just addressed that a minute ago. I get it. And I know, guys, don't worry. I'm going through them. I go through them weekly and see who has viewed all of the sections of the course, and then I create their personal certificate. And I create it myself. I type your little name in there all by myself. So I like that. I like doing that. I'm glad it's not an automated thing with Podia that just ships it right out to you. I like that I have to do it. I really do. Mary Jane says, Amy, you were so silly. I loved you. I was so excited when I was there with Suzanne. I was excited to see all of you and be in Suzanne's salon and watch her groom. I knew that you were all excited just as I was. And I was just so pumped about it, especially just the energy. It was great. And meeting Suzanne was wonderful. It really was wonderful. I just think Suzanne is an amazing person, and she's a super awesome pet groomer. There's no doubt. Her dedication and her skill is above and beyond. It's good to see. It's good to be in the presence of that. So yeah, a lot of people were asking about the Kenshi combs. Do they fit the old Kenshi Flash? No, they don't fit that, guys, unfortunately. Yeah, the color, those two that I showed you in the demo, those are just a promotional thing. That is going to change, and they're going to end up just being black or white like the Kenshi Flash. So if you want those cool colors, I know it's tough, guys. You're like, do I need to pay all this money because I want that cool clipper? Yeah. It's only for a period of time. They're only making so many, and then it's a limited edition thing. Then that's over. You'll go back to the white and the black colors. So it's just, the way it goes sometimes, guys. Debbie says, how loud is the Kenshi Flash? The Kenshi Flash is not loud at all, Debbie. It's a very nice, quiet clipper. It doesn't vibrate. It's real smooth. Dogs tend to like it, especially around the face, the feet. The areas where a lot of dogs are sensitive and touchy, they tend to like the Kenshi Flash. Another nice thing about the Kenshi Flash is you can adjust the speed. So if it's the hum of it's a little loud, take it down a notch or two and see if that doesn't help calm the dog that you're working on, or maybe they would be more accepting of it just because you changed the vibration level and the speed of the clipper. So I like that about the Kenshi Flash. And the Kenshi Flash 5 has that same capability. It is basically just like the Kenshi Flash, but a different blade, and it has the ability to have those stainless steel guard combs, which are a huge benefit. And yes, the Shern Cool Edge is pretty much identical to this clipper. And it's, from what I've heard, that Shern Cool Edge is a very nice clipper too. So if you have that one, you're in good hands. Just stick with it. Okay, so I'm just looking up here. The show was wonderful, guys. I just loved it. I loved meeting some of you and spending some time with you guys. And I love seeing the products and holding them, touching them, bumping into people, you know, while I'm standing in line waiting to pay for a product, and talking dog grooming, talking, you know, the differences of climates and just, I love being at these shows. I really do. Amy says, will you be providing a link for the Banish spray? I don't have it linked in the description, Amy, but you can find Banish on, let's see, you might even be able to find it on Amazon, but I'm pretty sure Love of Groomers has it. Groomer's Choice may carry Banish. I'm not sure. I purchased it at the Pet. It was one of the places that just has a compilation of different brands, like a Cherry Brook. It was like a Cherry Brook at the show. So that tells me that different vendors are able to distribute the product. So just check on our favorite places like Chewy.com, Ryan's Pet Supply, Love Groomers, Groomer's Choice, definitely. They usually never let us down. And Pet Edge. So check those, any of those places. Guys, you know, those, I think they're linked in the description. I knew Groomer's Choice is, but those distributors here, let me throw them up here. This is their logos. These are the distributors that we can really rely on. These are the distributors that I go to, you know, to get, if one doesn't have it, the other one does. If I'm placing an order with Groomer's Choice, I try to order everything from Groomer's Choice. If there's a few products that they don't have, I may hop over to Love Groomers or Ryan's Pet Supply or Pet Edge or Chewy and just see if I can get it. So definitely keep in mind these distributors. They are our industry leaders as far as distributing our pet products and backing the, you know, customer service, and it just, they're the ones that we trust. And they're available to pet parents too, guys. So, you know, don't think they're not. So Marie, oops, let me scoot down here. Marie says, what's your feeling about the Oster A5 2-speed golden clippers? Honestly, Marie, I've used Oster A4 or A5, were they A5s? A4 clippers that had the carbon brushes. I've had 3 or 4 of them over my grooming career. They did not last long for me. I am not a fan of Oster clippers, probably because of that one. It just wasn't my favorite. It let me down. It let me hanging. It would just seize up. You know, I always had to have another clipper on hand or I was in trouble. So that told me, hey, don't rely on that clipper. So I am not a fan of Oster clippers. If you have one, I say use it. Use it, use it, use it until it's not usable. You know, I'm not a fan of wasting anything, guys. So you spent money on it, use it. I mean, it's a capable, competent clipper, no doubt about it. Just not my favorite. So, guys, I am going to let you go for now. I have a lot of things to do tonight. I have to go work on some certificates that were definitely earned by some of my awesome students who took my course. And the course is still available if you're interested, so don't sweat it. I also am still working on my video with Suzanne, the first video. And it's a good one, and I can't wait to give it to you. That's the one that I threw in here tonight as a little preview. I just pulled a few pieces out of it and showed it to you. So I want you guys to be paying attention for that video so that you can see Suzanne and all of her grooming wisdom. And grooming this Bedlington is something to see. I'll tell you that. It's really cool. Karen says, do you use Banish comb out spray on Big Gus with shampoo and conditioner, or do you use it on him? My pup's coat is exactly like his. Absolutely, Banish would be great, yes, on Big Gus's coat. as a brush out spray, and then after I bathe him and dry him and wet brush him, I'll spray a little more Banish in there. It helps me get through it. Absolutely. So, yeah, guys, I will talk to you later. I'm so glad to be back in front of you. I'm so glad to see you. I'm so happy for what we have created here on YouTube, and I'm thankful for YouTube for providing the vehicle for us to do what we do together, and our pets benefit from it, and we're just better together. So I'm going to throw down a subscriber showdown for you. I will see you soon, and I will see you next Monday live from the grooming table at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. So until then, just keep being awesome. I can't wait to be back in front of you, and have an awesome night, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Here's a subscriber showdown for you.
How does it feel when your dog is the demo dog at the Andis booth?
Pretty cool.